question 15. So when one of these questions asks you to compare the distributions of two box plots, you really need to give one comment on the median and one comment on either the interquartile range or the range itself. So just to remind you what they are, the median is the line inside the rectangle. The interquartile range is the length of the rectangle, and had you chosen the range, which I haven't, it would be the length from one end to the other end of the box plot. So I've said the 18-year-old workers have a greater median wage. Clearly this line here is at a higher number than this line here. And I have said that the 16-year-old workers have a greater interquartile range. You can see that that length of that rectangle is a bit bigger than the length of that rectangle. Make sure that your comments do relate back to the actual information itself. So here we're talking about wages, so do mention wages in at least one of your answers. Now for part B, there are 200 workers who are 16 years old, so we're looking at these 16 years old up here. Work out an estimate for the number of these workers whose wages are £130 or more. So what does the £130 represent? Well, 130, if you go up, that's at the first line of the rectangle. Now that's a quarter of the way up. So we're saying this is 0 of the way up, quarter of the way up, halfway up, 3/4 of the way up, all the way up. So how many earn more than 130? Well, if this is a quarter of the way up, 3/4 are after this 130. So what are 3/4 of 200? Well, 200 divided by 4 times by 3, 150 of the 16-year-olds.